Inside the Twin Palms estate of Frank Sinatra. Frank Sinatra was one of the most popular entertainers of the mid-20th century, and among the world's best-selling music artists, with an estimated 150 million record sales. He was nicknamed the Chairman of the Board and later called Old Blue Eyes. Born to Italian immigrants in Hoboken, New Jersey, he was greatly influenced by the vocal style of Bing Crosby. Beginning his musical career in the swing era, he found success as a solo artist after signing with Columbia Records in 1943. And in 1946, he released his debut album, The Voice of Frank Sinatra. Then signing with Capitol Records, he released several critically acclaimed albums. In 1960, he left Capitol Records to start his own label, Reprise Records, where he had a string of success. In 1956, he recorded the retrospective album September of My Years and starred in the Emmy Award-winning television special Frank Sinatra, A Man and His Music. Not only a successful singer, he also had a career as a successful film actor, after winning the Academy Award for the Best Supporting Actor for From Here to Eternity. He starred in a variety of pictures, such as High Society, Guys and Dolls, On the Town, The Man with the Golden Arm, and a variety of others. In 1983, he was honored at the Kennedy Center Honors and was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom by Ronald Reagan in 1985, in addition to the Congressional Gold Medal in 1997. Throughout his life, he received 11 Grammy Awards, and was also included in Time magazine's 20th Century's 100 Most Influential People. Today, he is still regarded as an iconic figure. Sinatra began coming to Palm Springs in the late 1940s, having been told about it by his close friend, the composer Jimmy Van Heusen, who had stopped there for fuel while flying to Los Angeles. He told Sinatra of the beauty of the desert later that day, and Sinatra insisted that they fly there that evening. During this time, fellow acquaintances of Sinatra's had also been frequenting Palm Springs, including Lana Turner and the actress Ava Gardner, who would soon become his second wife. It was on May 1, 1947, that Sinatra walked into the offices of E. Stewart Williams, wearing a white sailor cap and eating an ice cream cone. He requested that their firm build him a Georgian-style house as a weekend residence, having recently signed a film contract with Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, and had made his first $1 million. But Williams felt that the Georgian style was a bit unsuitable for the extremes of the desert climate. He showed Sinatra two architectural drawings, one of the Georgian design and the other of a single-story modern house. Sinatra chose the modern design, and the house was to be Williams' first residential commission. Williams' brother and architectural partner Roger later said that he was so glad that Sinatra ended up choosing the modern design, believing that we'd have been ruined if we'd been forced to build that Georgian home in the desert. Sinatra did demand, though, that the house be completed in time for Christmas, so his annual Christmas party could be held. The house was eventually finished shortly before the new year, at a cost of $150,000, today being just over $2 million. Sinatra lived in the home between 1947 and 1954. This single-story residential building is 4,500 square feet in size, with 4 bedrooms and 7 bathrooms, constructed around long horizontal lines, with framed steel and aluminum windows that stretch to the ground. The house's roof is flat and slightly sloping, with a piano-shaped swimming pool, supposedly the design of which being entirely accidental. The house is named for the 2 palm trees that stand next to it. The home would become an early emblematic example of a style known as desert modernism. Following the home's completion, the house set the standard for post-war Hollywood glamour and completely embodied the pinnacle of casual, mid-century living. Twin Palms not only became home to Sinatra and his family, but also to intense heartbreak, passionate romance, celebrity gatherings, and the increasingly important cocktail hour. When Twin Palms was first built, the area was completely open desert. The original floor plan of the home has been left intact. The only change that's been made is the entrance to the home. Originally, around the circle drive, it was switched to the other side to create a more dramatic effect as you passed by the pool and looked on to the great house. The main living space is seen here, a beautiful central area which looked right out onto the pool. It was open and airy and let in a great deal of natural light due to the incredible floor-to-ceiling windows. Because of this, the home was able to have an indoor-outdoor feel no matter the weather. But if the weather was suitable, you were able to open the sliding glass doors on either side of the home, creating a fantastic flow of air through the space. Not only did you have an area to sit down, relax, and converse with your guests in a cozy setting, but you also had your dining table and the piano right there. These photographs show the original furnishings that were in the home. You can see how they were perfectly placed and curated in the space. Large, sculpturesque lamps, low furnishings, chintz-covered chairs, and coffee table books surrounding the glossy, perfectly square table. The living room also housed Sinatra's original recording equipment, which is still intact today. Not only was there a dining space in the central area, but there was also a room right off of that space dedicated strictly to dining. Having beautiful mid-century unassuming furnishings that don't take away from the stunning views and architecture of the home, but only play off of them. The wall which looks out onto the front yard is completely unobstructed, with an incredible view of the desert, as it is lined in floor-to-ceiling sliding glass doors, which again can be opened up to create that indoor-outdoor feel. And here we can also see how the kitchen looked originally, which would have been primarily used by the staff and not by Frank Sinatra or Ava Gardner. Now we're just stepping into Frank Sinatra's bedroom. He wanted his bedroom here specifically for the incredible views which he was able to wake up to and go to sleep to. The room is surrounded by light, beautiful windows and doors, and even has its own fireplace. The master suite is situated away from the guest rooms and other bedrooms, specifically for privacy and just to get away from it all. Seen here is their master bathroom, where one of the sink basins contains a hairline crack after Frank had thrown a champagne bottle during a heated fight with his wife, Ava. Here's also a look at the original other bedrooms in the home. There were 3 specifically for each of Frank Sinatra's children, as well as each of them having their own bathroom. And seen here is Nancy Jr.'s room. She had a stunning view of the desert and gardens, as well as having her own ensuite bathroom. The true living space of this home was the patio and pool area. Ava and Frank hosted a great number of parties here at Twin Palms. And it has been said, Frank would hoist a Jack Daniels flag in between his 2 twin palms to signal to the neighbors to come over for cocktail hour. The marriage between Ava Gardner and Frank Sinatra has been said to be one of the most fiery and turbulent in all of Hollywood's history. And Twin Palms was the stage for the majority of their romantic drama, if only the walls could talk. Ava Gardner, in her autobiography, wrote, "It was the site of the most spectacular fight of our young married lives. And honey, don't think I don't know. That's really saying something." Frank's establishment in Palm Springs was the only one we could ever really call our own, and it's seen some pretty amazing occurrences. The same day that he threw the champagne bottle at Ava, he ended up throwing all of her possessions out onto the driveway, kicking her out as well as her friend Lana Turner. Twin Palms is arguably one of the most famous 20th century homes. Tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching Cultured Elegance. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share this video, and I'll see you in the next one.